Hello, you are welcome. For our lesson today, we are going to have a test, class test. This is to help us prepare for the upcoming exams. And so today we are going to have tests on composition, and it has to do with the topics we have treated. That's when we started the e-learn, the topics we have looked at so far. So we are going to have questions on creative writing and formal letter. Creative writing and formal letter. Okay, so you have 3 questions and you are to choose just one. 3 questions, you choose just one. So answer only one. So one of the questions under creative writing is describe your happiest day. Describe your happiest day. Then 2, describe your first day at school. Describe your first day at school. And the third one is a formal letter. You have to write a letter to your administrator, that's your school's administrator, suggesting at least 2 things you can do to restore discipline in the school. Okay, so this is what you have to do. I'll just touch up on each of them briefly and then you are good to go. So for the first one, where you have to describe your happiest day, this one you are limited, means that you should create a scene where you really enjoyed the day. Okay, it can be a day where you had fun with your family, went out with your family. It can be a day where you went out with friends. It can be a day where you went for an excursion. Limit it to just a day. Okay, so you have to tell us the event, what happened, whether it was a surprise party, or it can even be your birthday. Okay, so these are some of the things you have to look at. So you can make reference to the note we had on creative writing, and then you have a nice introduction, okay, to this. So perhaps you can just start by saying that you've had many exciting days, but one day remains your happiest day, and you can't forget that day. On the 10th of whatever, then you start narrating. So that is what, and you do that, put the event in order, in a chronological order, so that it will make sense. Okay, all right. And then the second one says describe your first day at school. You are not limited with this one. Your first day at school can either be a boring one or an exciting one. So whatever I want to talk about, maybe when you arrived in school that day, you were really bothered because the environment wasn't friendly to you, especially the first person you met had to scream at you and you felt your day wasn't going to be nice. It was until you went for first break and you really enjoyed this day at school because you had the chance to meet friends, you had the chance to be introduced to other games that students in that school take part in. And even when you came back to class, that day was so exciting because fortunately for you, it was a day where you had a creative art lesson and it was music and dance. And you are sure when you are called to perform, you end up making friends. And you were not surprised that at the end you made friends and you really enjoyed that day. Very simple. Just be creative and come up with something. So you can just do that. This one also refer to the creative writing notes, and then you will have something to write on that. Then the last one is a letter to the administrator of your school suggesting at least 2 things you can do to restore discipline in the school. All right, so in the sentence here, you have 2 key things to look out for: discipline, and then you are talking about at least 2 things. Now the at least 2 things has to go beyond 2. Anytime you have at least, you go beyond the number mentioned. So we learned that the main idea of the letter should be put in 3 different paragraphs. So it means that you are going to suggest 3 various ways that discipline can be restored in the school. So you would have to first look at the type of letter you are writing, which is a formal letter, know the demand of it. Then you have a nice introduction, okay? A nice introduction where you capture the word discipline. So you can explain what discipline is and also tell us what you think students are doing of late that shows that there is indiscipline among students. Then you will now come to the main body where you suggest some ways we can maintain or bring back discipline. All right, interestingly for our lesson, when you finish, you submit to my WhatsApp number, okay? Submit to my WhatsApp now so that I can give you prompt response. All right. Thanks so much. I wish you the best. Stay safe. Bye-bye.